fast life, gotta get those flashing lights. Life or death matter, you see. It's life, guns blazing, silent truth raising. Victims fall dark in the street. Legs spread open, souls choking. They're thinking up while going down to Hades. But follow me, I'm fine now. Looking for a light, baby, and I just need a beat. Looking for a heartbeat in the dead of the night. Looking out for the light, looking toward the light. A heartbeat in the dead of the night, moving toward your light, looking toward the light. A heartbeat, 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 heartbeat. Heartbeat in the dead of the night, looking out for the light, looking toward the light. Bloodshot eyes dead inside, temporary power high. Need some easy brains to believe. The predation, universal hazing. Many victims fall to sleep. Glitter and the fame to hide the shame. Messages and equals winning, you see. But follow me, I'm fine, baby. I got the guide, and hey, we just need a beat. Looking for a heartbeat, 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 heartbeat. Looking for a heartbeat in the dead of the night. Looking out for the light, looking toward the light. A heartbeat in the dead of the night, moving toward your light, looking toward the light. A heartbeat, 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 heartbeat. Heartbeat in the dead of the night, looking out for the light, looking toward the light. If there's no God, then why you dissing? If there's no God, why you scared? And if there's no God, why all your songs be hissing? If there's no God, why you care? Looking for a heartbeat in the dead of the night, looking out for the light, looking toward the light.
Oh, there we go. My bad. That wasn't working. Okay. Hello, you guys. Welcome in. Welcome in. Leo Gerstein, I'm Wickman. Oh, hi. Hi, Carol. Welcome. Good to see you. I invited a couple of you because oftentimes you guys have questions for me. So I thought, I can maybe answer them all together or, well, not really all at once, but somewhat, at least all together. So I do have, holy moly, I don't know how my timer went up to 70. I guess that's from subs. But I'm going to take that down because we are on YouTube and we're not really doing subs here. So we're gonna pull that down for now, or maybe just make it a little bit smaller, because we don't need to see that right now. How are you guys doing? I am getting filled up with some coffee so that I can have some energy to be with you guys and to help you guys. Wickman, actually, I don't know if you guys saw, but I did put some of the artwork that Wickman did on my gaming channel as well as on this YouTube channel. So definitely check that out. It is, I believe it was part of today's post, if I'm not mistaken. So yeah, with no further ado, we're gonna pop. How the Carol, thank you so much. I appreciate you subscribing. Oh no, you just put time onto the thing. Thank you so much for subscribing. I was not expecting that because I am streaming to YouTube, but you know what? Let's do it up because actually, one of the great things about you subscribing on Twitch is that we're going to be working on some of the emotes for Twitch today. So you'll be able to use those subscriber emotes as well as see them being created today. We're going to be doing a couple things actually because I have so many videos for you guys that I have not been able to edit. So I thought, why don't we do it together? I'm just going to edit with you guys and you can kind of get a behind the scenes look at some of the editing and the time that goes into why it takes me so long to come up with videos for you guys, as well as thumbnails, making clickable thumbnails and all that type of thing. So I'm sure all of you guys as content creators would love to know all about these things. So thank you so much for subscribing. I appreciate that, Carol. I look forward to seeing you tonight at the Twitch stream, or should I say later today. But before we do all that fun stuff on the Twitch stream, we're going to work on the YouTube. So, with no further ado, I'll move to our quote unquote work scene over here, and we'll go to this one. Oh, you know what? Actually, it should say your name on the screen anytime soon. By the way, Carol, you should be seeing that pretty soon. Since you are a follower and subscriber for the Twitch. Let me go to this one. Okay. I'm a little bit on the smaller side, but that's okay because we're going to use all this space over here for Photoshop, for Premiere, and all that type of stuff. Have you guys used Adobe Photoshop or Adobe Premiere? Do you guys know anything about that? This is my file explorer. We're going to keep that one open, but this needs to be a little bit smaller. We don't need that one to be as big. And Photoshop. That's the thumbnail that I literally just did right now. For those of you who are watching this video and came in through this thumbnail, there it is. That's the thumbnail I was working on. This one is, oh, actually, we should save this. Save it to the desktop for now. This one, oh no, this is something else. We're not going to be doing that one. I did want to make a raid one for you guys. But before we do any of that, as you guys can see here, I have changing outfits in Unity. The heartbeat music video, how to use VRoid VTuber to VR chat, how to hyper desktop video, setting up VC face for facial expressions, and much more. As you guys can see, I work on a ton of videos for you guys. Unfortunately, I'm slow at editing though, which is why they don't come out as quickly as you guys may be wanting them to. I use Photoshop, but I'm not an expert. Would you say you're a beginner level or medium? Adobe Premiere. And I would say I'm a beginner with Adobe Premiere, but we are going to try using it nonetheless. Whoops. This one, let's go to Photoshop. Oh, sorry, not Photoshop. Let's go to VR Chat Companion. Okay. Oops, a little bit big. So VR Chat Creator Companion, if you guys do not have this, this is something that we're going to be using to put my VTuber into VR Chat. And I'm going to show you guys how to do that pretty quickly, because I know that a bunch of people have been wanting to put their avatar into VR Chat. So I thought, you know, what better way to, you know, show you guys how that's done than to possibly do it together. But this one is not, Creator Companion is not starting up for some reason. We're gonna have to do a different one of this. We're gonna have to do a different one of this. Yes, thanks for subscribing, Carol. Stream Elements. Do you see that in the chat, Carol? I appreciate it, Carol, so much. I don't know if you noticed, but do you see the time is ticking down? 46, 48, etc. Yeah, you did that. That was all you. I appreciate you so much. Okay, so what we're gonna do here, and let me know, you guys, if for whatever reason you can't hear me or if my volume is too low or whatever. So one of the ones that I did want to quickly put out today was the changing Unity expressions. So we're gonna go to that one. And I believe that I may or may not have edited this one, but let me just check. The model that we're I'm so hard on myself with this voice. Okay, coffee cuddles. We're not going to be using this method. This is Hannah app versus Hannah tool. So this one is Hannah app, but we're not going to probably use this. I'm going to show you guys how to use Hannah tool. Have you used that before, Carol? Unity. And then here it's going to say Unity app. This one did not work as well because there isn't as much control of the blend shapes themselves. So we're going to use Unity for that. These are the ones. Okay, so here there's a lot of little space here where I'm not talking. So we're going to cut a lot of that out. And what we're going to do is I'm just going to press the Alt key, and then up on the editor here. I'm going to cut these ones. We don't need any of this, the silent space. I like to just leave it open so that I see where I'm cutting, and if the video needs to line up with that cut or not. So this is so you guys don't get bored and leave the video, right? If you guys have too much silent space, you guys might not want to be watching the video. So we we cut all of that out. And you guys let me know. Maybe I'm wrong about this, but I usually do assume that you guys don't want to hear, you know, nonsense silence in between the video. But if I'm wrong about that, please let me know. So we're going to see how it sounds and then what actually is here. None of this technically is important, so we can actually cut this at the top. And then if I press Shift and Delete, it will actually just move everything over for me. This one is here, so we could just move this. Same thing with this. I love teaching you guys this type of stuff. I don't know if you have noticed, but a lot of times it's hard for me to, you know, do stuff without necessarily being in teaching mode. Because the way that I feel about things is that it's pointless to do things if you're not actually helping someone else. And so if I can help someone else learn something or use that skill for themselves as well, I do like to do that. Okay, so this one, this is a tricky one. We're gonna have to check what's here. I'm typing? Okay, we can cut this out. We can cut this out. Because you guys are gonna be typing your own things anyway. And we just press shift on the thing. And now the video is at 1:52. So this is either an hour or possibly one entire minute. This is definitely too long for a short. And don't know what to do about that. So what we're gonna have to do is probably space it out or time it out in some sort of way. But you guys tend to like short videos. Unfortunately, I talk a lot and my videos don't tend to be super short. Is everything good? Hi, Wick. Good to see you. Is this your other account? Should I be following you on this account? Yes, I think everything is good so far. Are you guys able to hear me at all? Type in the chat if you guys can hear me. Normally, I would go onto my phone to check things, but right now I can't because I'm in video editing mode. But let me see if I can. Can you all hear me? Question mark. Okay. So I did type in the chat, and if you could ask if you guys can hear me, so just let me know if you can. Let me put the timestamps. Okay. And then we'll go back to this one. So here I have, I don't know what I have. I have some missing footage here. Maybe because that's the end. So let's check it and see. Project. Make sure. Here I'm going to chat. Unity version. Okay. So for here, we don't probably need this. I'm going to add another video inside here. Let me save as. Actually, we'll just save. We'll save. And then in my videos, I have the one for the expressions. Which one is this one? Oh no, this one. You guys may remember that video as well. Yeah, that's a different one. But I believe that I do have one. These ones I did not name, so I'm not 100% sure what these ones are even. Or maybe we may have to look at these ones together. These are music videos. MP4. It might be this one. Let me see. Oh, okay. This one is us testing out the wonderful, wonderful expressions that I did for cuddle. So we can put that one in there as well. But we're not going to drop that one into here just yet. Oh, oh yeah. Unfortunately, this one only does accept MP4 or .mov. MKV is not an acceptable format, so I usually end up getting MKV from my OBS. But what you can do, and I don't know if you guys know about this, but there's something called Remix up here at the top. It says Remix Recording. Fortunately, I can't share my OBS screen because OBS doesn't let us. But if you drag any video into your OBS, it will do what's called remix or remix. I'm not sure how it's pronounced. It might be remix. It's just spelled wrong. But what we do basically is, I think this is the MKV. We just delete this one. Once we remix it, we can then drag it into Premiere and throw it in there as well. And this one will be part of this video, but it is already at 1:30. So I might have already lost you guys. Might have lost you guys in this section. One of the things to definitely do is have what's called a call to action. And this is something I've been learning from many YouTube gurus. And in the beginning and at the end of your video, you do like a call to action where you ask the audience or the viewer to do something until the end, and you sort of hook them in to continuing to watch. Now, I don't know exactly how to do that yet, so that's going to obviously be something I have to work on. But what I can do is at least format this video in the way that, you know, I'm going to want it to go. So to put Cuddle Demon into VR is going to be 2 videos. And this is one of them. But I believe it might be this one. Let me check. Okay. Oh, actually, I think it is this one. Gosh, was this in... I did this in August? Oh my gosh, you guys. This is August Venus. This is how far this video goes back. Should I just teach you guys right now and then record what I have here? Let's get a poll going in the chat. Let's get a poll going in the chat if I should do it that way. Because it is actually much easier for me to teach you guys while I'm doing this than to teach you guys by filming and all this other stuff. So yeah, let me try that. Let me see what you guys said first. It's a V. Yes, it is, Luz. Hello and welcome home. Welcome back, Carol. Yes, you're back and you can hear me? Okay. So what I'm going to probably do is I'm going to end up showing you guys how I would basically do this with one of my models. And that is going to be a sort of step-by-step of how to put yourselves, if you want to, into VR chat. Okay. So what we can possibly do is maybe even try it with this particular model. because I do have a different version of myself in VRChat. If we go to so here's where it first starts. If you're going to put yourself into VRChat, and since we don't have any other questions in the chat, I'll start with this. If you want to go into VRChat, you're going to need what's called the VRChat Creator Companion. So I'm going to share my window. Let me see here. Premiere, we'll keep that one open because we're going to be working in that. And this one, let's see, Creator Companion. I don't know why it just comes up as a white screen. That's very strange. Okay. We're going to probably use a different window. So we're going to go with display capture. Display capture 1. Ah! Oh, finally we can capture OBS. I did want to show you guys that. Okay. So let's say if we're going to be putting ourselves into VRChat. What we're going to do is we're going to go to VRChat Creator Companion and just create a new project. But before we create a new project, you guys want to make sure that you have very specific packages for VRChat specifically. One of the ones I use is Henna Tool, and I can give you guys the link for that video. And another ones that I use is VRM Converter for VRChat. That will usually be down here. You'll click the plus and then it will basically install itself. The one that I'm using for the Unity version is 22.3.22, but you guys can use whichever one your VRChat Creator Companion tells you to use. In my case, it was this, so I used this one. But here we're going to basically go to avatars. I'm going to name this as Halloween Venus in VRChat. 2, because this is the second Halloween Venus. To VRoid to VRChat. And then I'm having it always saved to the D drive, but you guys can save it to wherever you want. And once we click avatars, we'll just click project. Super easy peasy lemon squeezy. And then we'll click on open project. Now at this point, it's just gonna let us basically go to Unity and things. So we're just gonna let it open itself and do, you know, its little thing. It takes kind of a little bit of a while because Unity has a bunch of packages that it has to install. As you guys can see here, Unity is doing its own little thing. And we're just gonna let it do its annoying Unity thing. For those of you who don't know me, I absolutely despise Unity. I don't like Unity at all. I hate working in Unity, even though we're about to go into Unity. And so maybe you guys have too. And for those of you who saw my previous VRoid to VRChat video, it was freaking hard. Everything was hard. I'm here to tell you guys this is super easy now. Because of the VRChat Creator Companion and the packages all being put in there, literally all we have to do from here is 2 steps. I'm not even kidding you guys. It got super, super, super easy. So now that my packages are already in here, all we basically are gonna do is drag in our actual VRM and the Henna tool. So we go to here. I happen to have mine, I believe, in downloads with Unity thing. And then basically I have Henna tool 4.0, but you can use whichever one you want. This one, I don't know why it did not necessarily work out that well. but these ones also should technically be in the VR Chat Creator Companion package if we put them in there. The reason that it didn't open up in this Unity is, look, I didn't press the plus. So we're gonna close this, and I want you to see how easy it is once we press that little plus to put ourselves in VR chat. So we're gonna go here, we're gonna press plus because we want to add this. And now voila! Uni VRM extensions has been installed. VRM is installed. VRM converter to VR chat installed. And all we have to do here is open the project again. And it will actually all be inside of there. Guys, did you ever think that this miracle would be possible? I didn't. I was having such a hard time with Unity and with VR chat and basically anything related to my VRM. I thought I was never going to be in VR chat. Like, it was so difficult to find the descriptor. It was so difficult to put in all the packages and everything. And now it is super easy. It's literally one step. So once it's here like this, basically we look for, the packages and which they are in there. XR is already in there. Uni GLTF, all of this is in there. All we have to do is drag into the assets the Hannah one. So we're gonna go to this one. I don't remember if it was this one. We're gonna test it out. But it is one of these. And then we basically just say import. Up here it's gonna have, Hannah tool, blah blah blah. Oh. Okay. Maybe not, you guys. Maybe not. We may still have to stick with the other Hannah tool. But we're going to try it anyway. We'll go to our avatar and we'll put them inside there. And the one that we want to put inside there is, I believe she is called version 2. This is not the fuzzy looking one. 2024 Venus. Basic AF Venus. We'll try that one. And did you hear that, you guys? I called myself basic. Don't clip that one, you guys. But you will never hear that again from me. So now that this one is in here, all we have to do is basically take our little prefab. Oh, this is okay. You know what, guys? This one I think is already in VR chat. Well, we'll just do it anyway so I can show you guys. So what we do here is we basically will go to VRMO. We'll click on duplicate and convert for VR chat. And then we're just gonna click duplicate and convert. Save ourselves into this new one of whatever it is. It super easy. Basically shaved off, I want to say almost 10 to 15 steps of our original of what we had to do. So now this one we know is the VR chat one, so we're gonna drag this one up into the hierarchy. Oops, I'm gonna put that there. This one we say okay. We're gonna drag this one into the hierarchy. And then we're gonna just go to where it says VRC animator descriptor. Okay. And then we have the descriptor here. So because it has become so easy, I don't know if you guys remember my last video, I was complaining constantly about the VR chat avatar descriptor. But we no longer have to worry about that because once we press edit, all we have to do is pull it out. And like, this is so fucking easy, you guys. I had such a hard time with this. And this was the thing that I hated about VR chat before. But now they have made it so literally all you have to do is click on yourself, pull it out, make sure it's in the right place, press return, and you're done. You go to VR chat SDK control panel, basically export yourself. Like, that's it. We're done. Remember my last video for hours and hours and hours, how frustrated I was? This is like half the time. I, you know, I don't know about you guys, but having this has been a game changer for me. I literally am now able to put all of the Venuses into VR chat in less than probably 15 minutes if I just do only that. And that's a huge, huge difference from my last video, which you guys may remember. So I go here, basically say Venus V-Test VTuber Halloween, right? Or whatever it's gonna be. Description, avatar by Venus. And then here, you know, obviously I would credit all the artists and whatever. Select a new thumbnail. We're gonna just pick a random one from the desktop for now. Little sleepy time Venus. And then we're done. And then we basically say, you know, I have the rights to this. And right here, it says build and publish. So from here, we're gonna just, you know, name whatever we're gonna be. Venus V VR chat avatar. And then it will basically tell us, here you go. Go see yourself in VR chat. This is how easy it is now, you guys. Literally, it was like 150 steps for me before. And now it is literally this easy. If we wanted to add blend shapes and all that stuff, and some of you guys may remember where I did the video on blend shapes for VC Face. This is how you can also add the blend shapes. But the great thing about adding Hana Tool in here is that it just added all of them for us. Like, how much better is this? I definitely was in a state of freaking shock when I found this. I was like, I have to make a video on this because like I don't have to pull my hair out anymore. I don't have to cry for hours anymore. I don't have to be like, where the freak is the avatar descriptor? Why can't I find, you know, XYZ? All of it is literally right there now. I don't have to worry about any of it anymore. So if we go to VR chat, let me open my Steam so you guys can see. I mean, I don't use VR, but it looks so easy. It wasn't this easy. It's this easy now, though. Like, I say do it, Carol. If you've ever wanted to be in VR chat, you guys, now is the time to put yourselves in there because literally any VTuber in those couple steps can be in VR chat. Like, it's that easy now. It used to be, you know, even it took hours just to find the little gray dot with the background being gray, and then, you know, having to specifically position it, and then you find it and you enter all these numbers. Now we don't have to do literally any of that. So it's a huge, huge deal for us as VTubers, especially those of us who want to be in VR chat. Maybe you might want to have a special scene for the background of your stream. Maybe you might want to create an office for yourselves. Maybe you might want to use these dances that you guys have seen with me. Not this model. Let me show you guys. Uploaded. Test Venus. Okay. So my eyes are, oh, my eyes look beautiful. Okay, I thought my eyes were gonna look bad. But maybe you guys might want to make a dance video. Maybe you guys might want to, you know, show your VR chat, your VTuber driving a car or being in some sort of a horror scene for Halloween, right? All of those things can be done now just by putting yourselves into VR chat. You can film yourselves doing those things. Let's look at one of these ones. I'm just gonna pull up a random one. Recently visited worlds. Let's do. Yeah, we'll go to the Hololive Aquarium. This is just to show you guys. So if we wanted to do a stream where we were, you know, gonna be showing ourselves in the aquarium or traveling, doing whatever, we can basically do that now in a very, very easy way due to this change with the VR Chat Creator Companion. So what we would do, this is us in the room, you know. Maybe let me just run to downstairs, let's say. I believe, if I'm not mistaken, that Amelia, I think it was down here, Amelia's thing. Oh no, it was down here. Okay. So let's say I wanted to film down here, right? And I wanted to make, maybe not a video, but I wanted to have the stream down here with whatever this background is. All you would basically have to do is pull up your personal mirror and you can stream like this. And if you have your mic associated with VR chat, which I don't right now because I have the wrong mics selected, but if I wanted to talk, I would basically select my mic and then I could be filming, you know, with this background. So the possibilities are basically endless for you guys because literally there's rooms of all kinds in VR chat, and you can have people on your stream. Let's say if me, Carol, Wick, Luce, and somebody else wanted to do I don't know, a VTuber dating show, or you know, some random thing, or maybe an advice show where we give advice and we talk about music or whatever it is. You can just literally throw your VTuber into VR chat and be able to stream like that. So this is such a big deal, you guys, and I'm so happy to see this and see that something like this is now possible, as well as to show you guys you know, everything what you can do with this. There's probably even more that I'm most likely not even thinking about. um but yeah, there's a ton of applications that somebody could use if they wanted to for this type of thing. And this is also, by the way, the Hololive Museum that Amelia has created from Hololive. Those of you who like Hololive, you will love to see this. There she is. And if you want me to, I will link in the chat what the address to this is in VR chat. But I did want to show this to you guys because it is such a big deal compared to from where I came from with this. Like, this is a huge deal to be able to do this. And even the dance videos, I'm often asked from you guys, "Oh, Venus, how did you make XYZ dance video? How did you do XYZ video?" This is how I have put myself into VR chat, and then I can go to one of these. Well, maybe not this one. Oh, I don't know what this is. Let me just see what this is. Okay. Okay, I'm not sure on this one where we would actually stand. Yeah, I don't know exactly how this one works, but basically, you know, you can make one of the dance videos like you have seen with me. We'll just do this one, I guess. I don't know what the difference. Okay. Ooh, I look so crazy. This one looks crazy, you guys. These colors are so nuts with me. This is a headache waiting to happen. But basically, you guys see what I mean. You can have any one of these options that you would like. So I do hope that I will see you guys trying out these different things with VR chat, because honestly, it's really, really amazing right now. This is a great, great time to do this. Also though, too, I will, and I'm not sure if I'm gonna make a video on this, but I do also recommend not going into VR chat into the public rooms, because there has been issues with many of the children that are using VR chat, and like a bunch of trolls and things in the public lobbies and such. I don't recommend the public lobbies because they're just becoming toxic for newcomers. But if you have friends that, you know, have rooms and stuff, or can recommend rooms, or even I can if you guys want me to, um, yeah, there's just so many options, you know, for what you could do within VR chat as a VTuber. So I hope that that was informative for you guys. And then what I think we'll do now is we'll probably move on to the next thing, which is the editing, because I do want to get that other video out to you guys about the expressions, as well as adding those in Unity. So what I'm gonna do now is we're gonna use a different model to add the expressions to. Do I need a 3D model to use VR chat? You actually cannot use a live 2D model in VR chat because it does need to be in what's called a VRM format, .vrm, which stands for virtual reality model. But you can make that live 2D model look like a .vrm model. Sorry, the VRM model look like a live 2D model, and I've actually made a video on how you can do that. Working it again, I see. Also, hello. Hi, Dark Flare. Good to see you again. How you been? If you're just coming in, we're gonna go over really quickly some additional options and things that I've learned in Unity. One of them, which you may or may not have just missed, was putting how easy it is now to put yourself into VR chat, and it's literally a 3-step process. And two, we're gonna go over adding expressions to your model so that you can be more expressive when you're doing streaming or when you are making videos as content creators that you guys are. So stick around, don't go away. I will probably open VRoid Studio, and we'll just create a quick model as a test to show you guys how to add those expressions and what that actually ends up looking like on your VC face or any other motion capture or tracking program that you're using. You've been fine? You just been chilling? How's your weekend been? I didn't even ask about you guys' weekend. I basically slept most of my weekend. I've had the subathon, so I've been going crazy with trying to fulfill those redeems for everybody. But the amount of hours, I mean, look at that hours, 70 hours. Who do you guys know that can stream for 70 hours? I streamed for 55 and I was out for like a week. And then I did 14 hours on Friday with you guys. And then I was out for another 12 hours. So it's really hard. It's really hard to be streaming for that long of a time, especially if you guys do not stretch a lot or if you don't get up a lot. So those of you who are all about playing those full screen games, you guys end up having to take a little bit more breaks than you intended. Hi Brandon, how are you feeling? If you're just coming in, sounds very unhealthy. It is. But you know something that I realized, you guys? I don't know how to subathon. I actually have been streaming for 3 years, but subathon is a unique situation where as you get subscribers, the time goes up on your clock. You start with 0, and then subscribers subscribe, and then this adds like 15 minutes, 20 minutes. In my case, it was 30 minutes, right? Because I didn't think I was going to get too many subscribers. But then I got a ton of subscribers, and my time was pushed up from 24 to 48, then 50, whatever it was. You saw Deadpool? Oh, nice. That's awesome. Wait, which Deadpool is that? A Deadpool 2? Oh my gosh, I didn't. You know what? I actually haven't seen Deadpool 1. Oh my gosh, we should definitely have a movie night in my server for Deadpool. Because I've been missing out on those. I've been missing out on those, you guys. And Deadpool has a very interesting story as a character. I'm doing good, V. I'm glad, Brandon. I know you were sick the other time. Or you weren't feeling well, and then you ended up doing some Halloween decorating and such. But stick around, Brandon, because I'm actually going to show you guys how to add expressions onto your model so that you guys can stream that stuff and be the most expressive that you want to be. Because many of you guys are very, very expressive, but nobody gets to see it, you know. Because a lot of times when we are in a VRM format or when we are our 3D model, we only have access to a certain number of expressions. And I'm going to show those to you guys right now. Okay. So hi guys, this is me in my natural state with no expressions. Oops, a little bit of booba. Okay. So there's only, as you can see here, 6 expressions. And you have so many more to share with the world, right? Let me go to one of my other avatars so that I can show you guys something very cool. Actually, I think it might be on this avatar. Oh, it's on this avatar. Okay. So you guys may or may not want to be extra expressive or add those cute little anime faces to your avatar. So the way that that can be done, and what I've done, is I've added additional expressions to my avatar using these keys on the side here. So this one is an example. Yay. And then there's this one, right? So these are basically options that you can put to just add to your avatar in general. There's a little heart eyes, F9. Random spirals, right? There's also, and all of this is done using blend shapes. There's also the availability, do it with this one, to use the blend shapes to do different things with your clothing. Let me see if I have that one here. Possibly. Is it this one? Oh gosh, I don't know which one it was. Oh no, it was not this one. Okay. You can also remove items of your clothing. You can wear bikini for the summer. You can wear hat and coat for the winter. All of this is done using blend shapes. So definitely stick around if that's something that interests you, because I'm going to show you guys how I do that with the Unity and the VR Chat Creator Companion, our new little friend, our best friend actually. So here, let me see what it says here. Yeah, we should definitely do that. We should. Okay, somebody definitely has to remind me of that though, because I will totally forget unless I'm reminded. I tend to, my mind goes and goes and goes, and I will definitely forget if I'm not reminded of things. Claire says, I never understood how VR chat or VTubing expressions worked. I always assumed it had something to do with camera work. It actually doesn't. So this is going to be really fun for you to watch because I'm going to show you the behind the scenes of this. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to press start recording. We're going to actually record this. Okay. Hello, Flair and Carol. You guys had great questions and interest in this topic. So I'm about to show you guys how easy it is to use VR Chat Creator Companion, which is brand new, as well as Unity, to add expressions to any VRM model. So we're going to go from step by step with the beginning. Let's say you wanted to create a random model. It is very easy to do using this program called VRoid Studio. So we're gonna just create one. I'm gonna go with feminine, but you guys can create a masculine presenting one. It does not matter for that with expressions until we get into Unity where it will matter. But right now, we're just gonna we're gonna go with the basics of the basics, and I've made many videos on how you guys can modify all of this, but in this case we're gonna pick crew it up. Have you guys ever used pick crew? If you have, you may remember that in pick crew you just pick random parts and they are added to the picture. So in this case we'll be picking a certain kind of iris. We're gonna go obviously with the characteristic Venus gray eyes. And we get to pick different eye highlights, right? So you can see those actually at work here with the model. Maybe we might want an eyeliner, never black. We're gonna go for a darker color though. And also with this, we may want a different nose, a different mouth. We have so many options here, just like a pick crew, right? Pick crew also lets you do this. So let's say this is what we want. Then we would move on to hair. And if we want an anime girl, we want her to have that Asuna Sword Art Online type of look. And maybe she has blonde hair, right? I want to find a nice blonde, beautiful blonde. And then if we were okay with this, we would want to manipulate the body. We can do that here with these parameters. But for this, we're not going to, because you know why, you guys? We're going to VR chat, which is very, very different than just exporting a model. If you want to go to VR chat, you do have to be a certain size. I bet you guys did not know about that. If you want to change that size in VR chat, you can do that. But when you're exporting your model, you do want to go with the basic size that the model is in. So I will talk to you guys a little bit more about that other section and why we don't change our height later on, because some of you guys love chibis, am I right? But no, we do not want to be chibi in this type of situation. So we have to assume that 1.61 is going to be the size. So then let's say this was the size and we do want to go with this. Basically what we would do is we would put on whatever outfit it's going to be. Maybe we want to make a little school a little Japanese schoolgirl outfit. This is actually very short. In Japan, nobody's wearing this like this. I don't know if you guys have seen videos of school kids in Japan, but their skirts are way longer. It's only in anime that they show them so short. Japan is a very much a country about modesty, so this would actually be longer. But let me show you guys. Let's say if we wanted to export this and we loved how this looked. Maybe we do want to change the socks and things, maybe make them white and such. But for now, we're just going to assume that this is going to be our model. What we would basically do once, which she does need glasses though. We want to always have those beautiful little glasses and things. Oh, so cute. Okay, so let's say this was our model. We basically would go here. At the top, mine is hidden for some strange reason, but we would put export as VRM. Obviously, we can name her whatever we want to, and in this case, we'll give her the name of both of you guys, since this part is for you. Always, because of VR chat, we want to uncheck this. It will say delete transparent meshes. If we don't delete this, we're not going to be able to use this in Unity, and we won't be able to export this to VR chat. So we can't add blend shapes either. So we're going to always make a habit of unchecking this, unless we're not using it in VR chat, in which case, it doesn't matter. But since we know we are going to VR chat, we'll uncheck it. And we'll do the same for the hair, because we might want to take pieces off the hair. We might want to change the textures of the hair. So we don't want that hair to be combined. So we take it off, and then we say export, and then we say Venus. Actually, we don't say Venus. We say test, model to VR chat, right? And then from here, I gotta put my actual name and things. I'll put my VTuber name, my email, etc. Don't tell anybody about this, you guys. This is all basically secret stuff. Okay, so from here, basically, we would export it. And just like that, let it do its thing. Flair says, I feel like I'm learning something for school and I'm actually happy about it. I know. Isn't it great when you actually like the thing that you're learning? I find for me, like, I'll immediately zone out if I hate what I'm learning or the way that somebody's teaching it. But I try to make it fun for you guys, And I also think that the reason that it is fun for us is because this is something that we're passionate about. We're passionate about creating. We're passionate about expressing ourselves. We're passionate about making content, and playing games. Like all of this kind of stuff, it's not a waste of our time. So it's exciting to learn. From here, we're not going to do anything here. We'll just kind of leave this open. But then we would go over to our friend, VR Chat Creator Companion. And then from here, we're going to do the same thing we did with that one. We're going to just click Create New Project. We're going to name it, Test Avatar to VR Chat, right? Always making sure that we are leaving it in the basic naming convention that we be able to find stuff. Some of you guys be putting stuff in desktop. Not a good idea. Try to, if you can, put everything in your My Documents folder, because that one is actually easier to back up. So we're just going to click on avatars and we're going to click on Create Project. But we're not going to click on Open Project. We're going to go down here first to VRM Converter for VR Chat and click the plus. Then that's going to add all of these ones for us so easily, which, oh my God, I can cry. I could just cry describing how easy this is now. Like, I cannot tell you guys how happy I am about this. Then we're going to go to settings. We're going to go to packages. Make sure, obviously, that Hannah is in there, because if Hannah is not in there, we don't have blend shapes. That one is very, very important, and I'll link that for you guys if you want me to. How to get that one so that it can be always in there for you. Then we'll click on Open Project. And then it's literally only a couple of steps creating your actual expressions, which then translates not just to VCFace, but to Warudo. If you guys are using Warudo, to VNyan, a bunch of different tracking programs that you guys may or may not have heard of. And what are you guys using out there? What type of tracking programs have you guys seen out there, so that I can show you or give you an example of how you can use them in yours? I use VCFace, but maybe you guys don't. So let me know in the chat what you guys are using. And then, we can kind of modify, and I can get an idea like, okay, so if they're using Warudo, they might be looking like this. If they're using VMagick Mirror, it might be looking like this. If you guys don't know about tracking programs, I'm happy to give you guys a list of what I use. Okay, so here we are, super easy peasy. Look, all of our packages are already in here. We don't even have to drag the packages in. It is such a beautiful thing. It makes me so happy. So all we have to do from here is find our actual VRM and our Hannah tool, which is, where we get our expressions from and how we'll add them. And I happen to have mine in a folder in the downloads, but you guys can pretty much use whatever you want. All I do is drag it over here and drop it in there. It will tell me about the blend shape data. You don't click anything here. All you do is click import, because that's what we're doing. And then basically it's in there. And all we have to do is now find our actual avatar. So we're going to go to VRoid. I have a folder named avatars, but you can name yours whatever you want. And we're just going to grab it and pull it over here. Drag it into there, drop it into there, and we're done. Now we have access to what's called the blend shapes of the avatar. And the way that you guys can find those super easy peasy is just right here. If you click this drop down, it says blend shapes. Boom. And then over here, it will let you know what the blend shapes are. All of these other ones is these names here. This first one will always be the total of blend shapes. So let me let you guys see something. There's only a couple here. That's why we only have 6 expressions. But we're about to change that in a huge, huge way. Flair says, I'm just here. I know very little of the VTubing world and how much of it works. You're going to have a lot more clear of an idea, hopefully after this stream, which is so cool because we get to share this excitement together. So what we're going to do here is we're going to go to the assets folder and we're just going to drag ourselves up into there. Then we're going to go to blend shapes. We're going to click on the plus, and as we can see, there's not that much of us. Down here, there's a little view of us, and with our little glasses on, we're looking very cute, but we have no expressions. So what we're going to do for this, when we go to blend shapes, is we're going to go up here to where it says Hannah tool, and that is the package that will allow us to make blend shapes. From here, we're going to click on Reader because we want it to see what is on our actual avatar first. And this is where I was telling you guys whether female or male presenting matters. In VRoid, it doesn't, but in this, we do want to choose the correct one. So these both have different blend shapes, although the same number of them, they present differently. So what we're going to do here is this one is female, so we're going to use female. And then up here, we're going to select face only because we want to select the game object of the face, not the body. And then we're going to say, read this. And by clicking read, it will read them. And then we're done. From this point, all we do is go back to Henna tool and we click on clip builder because we want it to build the blend shape clips. And then it's going to say, of what are we building it of? So here we would select our actual model name, which in this case is test model to VR chat because we're nameless at this point. And then we'll click on clip build. Now it's doing its thing, and if you guys will look over here to the right, once it clicks on clip build, look how many more options we have for facial expressions. Am I right? Isn't this amazing? Now we have tongue out. Now we have cheek puff. Now we could wiggle our nose if we wanted to, or wink, right? All of these things were not an option to us, but now they are. So we click over here with the X. If we were fine with this and we didn't need to make any changes, we could literally just export ourselves immediately. But I like to make sure that it's perfected. So I usually will click these little 3 dots here and I'll say convert to floating window, which makes it come out to this. And then I want to see, what do these blend shapes look like? So here, if I click on one, I can see that certain ones, maybe I don't like the way the eyebrows go, or maybe I think the mouth opens too wide or too little, right? So this is where we could technically tweak these ones. Be right back. A bathroom break? Okay, I will wait for you to come back. And then from here, basically, you have, different squints and things. Maybe the eyes close too much. And I think this eye maybe does close too much. So if we didn't want it to close that much, or we wanted our cheek puff to be less, let's say, all we would have to do is scroll down here to where it says face under blend shape, find where the 100 is, and we would just lessen it, just like that. You guys might be wondering, can I go past 100? No, you can't. That I know of, it is between 0 and 100 for every blend shape. So in this case, if we did want it to be less, we could go less. But if we wanted it to be more, we would not be able to do that as far as I know. So this one is the ultimate number, which is 100. And then once we have that, we can look and see, okay, this smile maybe goes up too high, or maybe the eyebrows go down too low. This is a squinty one, right? There was one clip I have, and also Cuddle has had it as well, where our eyebrows just went way too low. Like this is super low for the eyebrows to go down. So we would change this. We'll just go to face, look for the 100 in brow, and there it is, brow down left. And we just, we're gonna just lift it a little bit to 50, right? And obviously for posterity purposes, we want the other side to be the same. And we just do the same thing. Put this one to 52. Sorry, not 52, but 50 also. And that would be it. That would be the only changes that we really need to make to this to actually be able to use this in something like VC Face. So we would click the X. She's looking perfect, adorable with her eyes. We would export her. And here it would say, what do you want to export? We would choose again the model name, not face, not body, not any of these ones. And then basically it would be exported. We click the X, maybe open this up. You want to make sure and check this. We don't need to type anything in here. All we would do is export it, and then we would put it in the Unity folder. We can call it the same. We don't need to change it. And just like that, we could put that same model into VC Face, which we will do right now. So we're gonna come to over here, and we're gonna go to Setting, Avatar Selection. I will find the model. Since this one is the new one, this one is the old one. We don't want this one. So we would open file location and delete that VRM. Not the VRoid file, but the VRM we can delete. So we'll cancel, go back to add avatar. I like to use quick access, but you guys don't have to. And there she is. And she's looking adorable, as you guys can see. From here, you basically would have access to facial expressions, which you can choose, in this case in VC Face. For those of you who have not seen my adding expressions to your model video in VC Face, definitely check that one out. But here, if you would go to general settings, you would click here on experimental expression detection, and then you would click on iPhone ARKit tracking receiver, because you would want to use anything other than webcam. Webcam does not necessarily track your facial expressions very well, and it does not have all 52 points of the blend shapes that we just used. So we would want to use either an iPhone X or something similar. Basically anything that will allow us to use ARKit tracking. So we would check that one, and then we would have access to facial expressions like all types that we didn't have before. So I will show you guys an example of that with the other video that I have taken. Oops, which is this one? Okay, we'll go to this one, and then here. And we're going to use Cuddle for that, because Cuddle actually has, in this video, many expressions that they did. So we're going to go to this. I believe it is this one, I think, with Cuddle. Okay. And let me know if you guys can hear it or not. But as you can see here, Cuddle is using different facial expressions, and if their eyes are also changing. Let me see here. Okay, there. So they are testing the different facial expressions that are possible with this model. And they're possible because of the eye change is another thing that I will show you guys in a different video. But they are possible because we added those blend shapes. This is a different thing which I can share with you guys. If you want me to, type it in the chat and I will share that with you right now using the VRoid model that we already have. Let me check and see if you guys have typed anything. Be right back, lunch. Oh, you're still at lunch? Okay. Well, if you want me to show you guys, just let me know in the chat. If not, that's fine. We can move on to a different thing, and then when you come back, I can show it to you. It's true that a lot of people do not necessarily know how the VR chat situation does work or how it works with them, but I'm happy to show you guys whenever I can. So let me just test something here that I want to learn too, which is For each of these expressions, you can actually change the eyes. I think neutral will do this. Smiling. I can do this. Ooh, okay, not that one. And we can take out the highlights. If we're sad, we obviously don't have any highlights. And angry. Can do cat's eyes. Those irises. A little bit closed. So then we have this, 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 and obviously this one. For surprise, we might want to hide the highlights or make them less. Open the irises a bit, close the irises, or completely hide our eyes if we want to. Move them to the back. Close one. Could be anything, but then when we export it and we put it in VRoid or VC Face, sorry, not VRoid, in VC Face, these expressions will also be associated with the model. How cool is that? This was something that I recently found out about from my friend Cuddle Demon, who showed it to me. And you can mess with all of these before the model ever goes into Unity or ever goes into VRChat. So this is another wonderful, wonderful option that you can try as well. And Carol mentioned, can I look like a live 2D? So one of the things that I do, and Carol, if you wanted to try this as well, oftentimes is I will take off a bunch of these pieces in VRoid. I'll remove all of this so that I can create this on my own. I can create outlines. I can also get the hairstyle to be a different texture. Oh, not that one. Not that one. Ugh, I keep clicking on the wrong one. Sorry, Carol. So what you can do is you can click on edit hairstyle. And let's say we wanted this front one. All we would have to do is duplicate the material and then actually go in there, turn off the shine, pick the color because we still want this color, and draw on top of it. And now we have a flattened base for the hair. You see the difference? Can you see that, Carol? So with that, we can actually choose that instead for the design of the hair. And then what we can do if we wanted to is we can add a tiny, highlights. Do this, little brush opacity. I usually do that on a separate layer. Or whatever it is. It does not necessarily have to be this, but it could be lines. These ones are probably too big, actually. So you can see on here. Oh my gosh. It's in the middle. Oh, oh gosh. So if I wanted the highlight to be there, or maybe whatever it is, let's say I wanted it to be there, so all we would have to do is select that material or all the other ones. Instead of, as you could see, the 3D looking hair, we can now have literally 2D hair because this is drawn. See? Super easy peasy. And then if we wanted to, you know, select all of the hair to be that way, we could do that. And what we would do here is we would just, let's say, is this the front? Let me see. Which one is the main front? That's the one we want to try. We'll try this one. We can actually change the direction of where the highlights are. So we can move them up, we can move them down, we can make them wider. Let me zoom in so you can see it a little bit more. We can offset them and move the hair around. Try this one. Right? The highlights position will be moved throughout the hair and offset the hair itself. If we had two colors, let's say, and we wanted, you know, one to be in one area and one to be in another area, we could do the same thing for the back. We would just highlight it and then select. A lot of people ask me, Venus, how do you do your two-tone hair? This is how I do the two-tone hair. I literally create the materials for both, and then I just add those ones. And this one not necessarily is the two-tone hair, but you could technically use that as well. And even the face, if we wanted to have the 2D face, I'll close without saving. All you would have to do is go to the face. Many times 2D avatars, you want to know something that they are missing? A mouth. You can totally remove the mouth. You don't necessarily have to be having the mouth or the lips. You can have it as a 2D. And literally, if you wanted to, you can also have the 2D lips and just draw them in a darker texture. So if we wanted this, let's say, but we wanted it to be, you know, darker. Never black, right? Because most animes, anime does not really use black. They use other colors besides. You get the idea? You're very welcome. I'm so glad. And so all we do is just draw it in here. A teeny tiny little line. And then voila. This one actually we would possibly put into VR chat if we were going to, but since we already put her as a VRM and we already added her blend shapes as another model, I obviously won't be putting this particular one into VR chat, but if we wanted to, we definitely could. And just like that, I will also show you something really quick too, Carol, because I'm so glad that you came here. I'm gonna show you how I make the clothes, even the 3D clothes, look like 2D clothes. So what we're gonna do is we're gonna find whatever this top is. We're gonna go to edit texture, and you told me that you have used Photoshop before, so this is gonna be super fun and easy for you. So this is the jacket layer. Okay, let me move this one out of the way. We'll hide this. We'll go to Photoshop, which I have open already. We put this one over here, and this one over here. And then what we do here is, or should I say, what I do, you obviously can choose to do it a different way, but this is how I do it because I don't know how to draw. I will generally take the texture of whatever I have. I'll duplicate it in Photoshop. I won't do anything with this layer. I basically hide this layer and never ever touch it so that I don't lose the basic shape of it. But with this layer, I go to filter and the gallery. Let's zoom in really close. Do you notice something different about this one? You can already see it, can't you? Or am I reading your mind? What I do is I will press OK. And I'll use this one as the jacket. That easily. Now again, if you're an artist, you obviously don't need to do this. You could draw, you know, whatever on the clothes. I personally cannot. So what I do is I find ways around those things so that I can, you know, I can have the same thing without having to draw it. And as you can see, a very big difference. Obviously, we would need to fix this part here, but you get the gist of it, right? So you can use these other programs to like filter gallery or whatever to make your clothes go from 3D to 2D. Voila, super easy peasy. Nice, huh? I love it personally. It makes me very happy to be able to, you know, find ways around this type of stuff. We might end up doing something with her. So what I'm going to do is I'm actually going to save this VRoid model. Because who knows, maybe November Venus November Venus may end up having blonde hair and gray eyes. We don't know. So this one is going to be named the same. Oh, not this one. We're gonna call this test model 2024 Asuna to VR chat, so I know which one heck I'm talking about. Because I get confused. I don't know if you could see, but I have like so many models. At least 800 are in here. And a lot of them are Venuses, but a lot of them are just ones that, you know, I kind of mess with for my booth shop. And when I make clothes, I make a model. So I have a ton of them. But then what we will do basically is go to model selection. We'll close this one. This one I probably would end up fixing. So we'll go to save as, jacket layers, whatever. Yeah, you know, you could save this type of stuff as whatever you want. And then you might be wondering, Venus was talking about doing the emotes. How do I do the emotes for whatever it is? I'm going to show you guys. So generally what I do is I have these bases These are by Mifurin, but you guys can get them from whoever. The ones that I particularly used was Mifurin. Let me see. I think it was Lurk. Oh yeah. So I wanted to make one for Lurk when the followers end up lurking. And I already have a video that I have made, which is a speed paint / time lapse of me doing the scared Venus emote. I don't know if you remember seeing that, and you will be able to use that one. It's right there. And this one as a subscriber on Twitch because you have subscribed, so you'll have access to these ones. But I did want to make one for the followers so that they can use when they are lurking. And what I usually will do is I will grab the hair color and another piece of them. Let me see. I think I have emotes here from my gacha. So what I usually do, this particular peeking one is from the side. We can probably use something like this maybe, or this one. We'll try this one. I just drag it in there. That's so cute. And then I just move it up because I don't really want anything except for, you know, the hair. Put this one at 50%. Seeing where my eyes are and things. And then move into the side. Gonna have her hair in her face, right? I'll press shift. So the hair probably is gonna be looking like that, and it's gonna be just peeking out there. Most of the face is gonna be gone. The hair will be roughly there, I want to say. And then we're gonna add a mask. We're just gonna take all of that off. You like that? You like that, Carol? Isn't it nice that you know that you not only will you be able to use these, but you're also gonna be able to do this? So now that we have our basic hair piece, whoop, did I just? Oh no, you know what, Carol? I made a little bit of a mistakey. We want this. We want this. We don't want to get rid of that part. We don't need these eyebrows and things. We don't need any of this part. That adorable little eye peeking out. We don't need this either. No, we're just getting rid of what I like to call the schmutz. Can you type that in chat? I bet you are able to spell schmutz easily. Good, there we go. And this purple we do want because that's our hair. But not this. Yes, I love it. It looks so fun to do this. Are you gonna join me? Are you doing it on your end while I'm doing it on my end? If you want to, you can. It is a wonderful way to learn actually. When we're like learning something and then we're doing it along with the teaching, it definitely helps us to be able to retain that information. At least I've noticed that it does. But I think also too, it really depends on the person because some people don't necessarily learn by doing, they learn by watching. And other people learn by doing. I happen to have found out that I'm one of those people that learns by doing it. multiple times. But you may not be, and it may be easier for you to learn by watching it and then doing it later. I think it really depends on the artist, you know. So now that we have our little eyepiece there, all we have to do is go to 100%, and we recognize that we don't want any of this other schmutz. We only want the schmutz that's from the ears or the hair. Everything else is, you know, we can kind of take it or leave it, because we're gonna draw all that other stuff back in there on our own. We're gonna add the hair here, so we don't want the black, because we're gonna add the nice green hair, right? And then this one is a schmutz also. We don't want. And there we are. So cute. Our little ear is peeking out there. And then basically what I like to do from the other one is just, you know, grab the colors. We just need those colors. For skin, you know, we're gonna color it in. Full skin and things. Right there. We're gonna just do that. And then for the eye, you know, we obviously want it to be gray and things. Eye base. But in this case, I think we might actually keep it black. What do you guys think? But I'm slow? No, you're not slow. Hi, Ryu. Good to see you. How you doing? Welcome in. Welcome in. Oh, I didn't hide this piece. Don't want it. We don't want that. Okay, there we go. If you're just coming in, I was showing how I do the emotes and things, and I'm gonna be making one for you guys, and the subscribers. So this part and things, we're gonna basically we're gonna be seeing. So up here, we're gonna just, and we're gonna make sure we're not on black, but we're on white. So we get all of that beautiful original line. Hopefully I'm sounding to you guys like the one and only Bob Ross and inspiring you guys to make your own arts and things. And then here we want this little piece, little snag in this piece as well. Okay. Let's see. Grab this hair goes back. Do you guys have a favorite Venus or favorite emotes that you've seen me work on? I'm gonna make this big, just add all the green here. Covering a little tiny bit there. Okay, and now the ears, we're gonna leave that up there. This part we're gonna color in. We're gonna do a different one. It's a much brighter color, so we're going to grab that from here and plus, we don't want all of that though. We just want the little tiny, we just want the little tiny what's inside there. So this one got a little bit on the sneaky side, so we're just telling it, hey, go inside there, and that's what we're doing. So now we're gonna just color this in. And again, like I said, you guys, I did make a YouTube on this. Sorry, not a YouTube. I did make a speed paint / time lapse of this. So I will definitely show you guys how that's done for the last emote that we worked on, which was on subathon. And I'm just gonna delete all of this. We don't want these ones. I'm gonna delete all this. Oh, did I draw on this? And oh my god. Oh my gosh. What the heck am I doing? Okay, well, I'm gonna have to get. I know. I did not know. Am I still on this thing? What the? Oh, yep, I am. Okay, Venus. Okay, Venus. Okay, no pixels. That's fine. So what we're gonna do here is we're gonna just erase these ones. What the hell? Did I do this on a second layer? Oh my gosh. You guys, I made a huge mistake. Okay. Well, to fix this, what is still selected for this? No, it's not. Anything selected? Okay, that's all right. We're gonna just draw over it on a different layer because this wants to be super stubborn and things. So that you know what? I think my Photoshop is just wonking out. It's wonking out. This one's your favorite one? This one is gonna be for the followers and you guys. So you as a subscriber will be able to use this one. And also the followers will be able to use this one. So what we're gonna do, once this one comes in though, is we're going to erase whatever's here. What the heck is up with my Photoshop? Okay, we're gonna save this because my Photoshop is acting up. And we're gonna save it to the desktop with the other one. And by the way, you guys, I do not recommend that you save things to the desktop. I'm only doing that in this situation so that I can restart my Photoshop. But definitely don't save your stuff to the desktop. That is an easy way to pretty much lose everything. Hi, good to see you. How are you doing? How you been, Ruby? Welcome in, by the way. If you're just coming in, we're working on an emote for the followers of my Twitch. We're doing lots of work today. Today's a work day. You know what? I should actually list what the work is on the screen, huh, you guys? Let me put a little notepad with a to-do on there, you guys. Notepad to do. How you doing, Funk Ruby? How are you doing? Notepad. Okay. Oh, this one might be recognizable to you guys. I just put this on the YouTube. Remember this? Remember that, you guys? Okay. So what we're going to do is we're going to delete this. So to do today, I have to make a thumbnail for the Unity video. I have to make a thumbnail for the Hyper How-To video. I have to make emotes for the Twitch followers. October Twitch. This is all, by the way, I have to do all of this before I stream today on Twitch to hang out with you guys and play games and such. My whole thing is I do my work and do what I have to do first, and then I get to have fun and do what I want to do. So this is all part of, you know, my quote unquote job as a content creator. The other thing that I needed to do today is upload the VODs. Gaming to the gaming channel. Games to the gaming channel. And all the other stuff to the base, to my main channel. There was another video, I think it was my music video. Music video, we need to have a thumbnail also. And I did want to make new outfits for October Venus. So new outfits for October Venus. And what else am I missing, you guys? I know there was another video that I made. Let me check my videos. My videos folder. How to hyper desktop video. How to VRoid VTuber to VR chat. I did that. Did I show you guys the changing outfits? I don't know if I showed you guys that. Let me see. Was it this one? Let me see if it was this one, you guys. Hold on. Uno momento. Oh, this one. Yeah, I did want to upload this one because I did want to teach you guys how to use blend shapes to change your clothes. Okay, that's that one. Let's add that to the list. Let's add that to the list. Hi, Sky. I've been here. I'm just lurking. Karaoke happening today? Absolutely. Oh, shoot. You know what? That I need to add that to the list. Practice vocals, karaoke, set up variants, karaoke. Who's gonna be? I think it's Dark Sakura as well as you, Sky. Sky to debut. Who else is debuting? I think it's you and Dark Sakura today only. But you guys are going to be on the stream. And I'm not going to be on YouTube streaming that. I'm going to be on Twitch streaming that. So that's going to need a thumbnail. Music thumbnail. Oh my gosh, guys. I'm going to be freaking creating thumbnails for the rest of my life. Wait, what? Karaoke supposed to be now? No, Sky. Are you sure, Sky? You know what? Let me actually check that. Let me check that actually. Let me check that. Hold on 1 second, Scott. Whoa, this is. Let me look real quick in Oh my gosh, Venus, what is going on with this thing? Let me look real quick in Discord because I'm not in Discord. You guys know I do not use Discord when I'm streaming. Everything's connected. I didn't want to do that. Okay. Yeah, look at the event in Discord server. Let me check that because I hold on 1 second, you guys. I gotta check this. Time. Oh, events. Okay. Starting soon. 10 a.m. Okay, what time is it there? What time is it there for you guys? Carol, you have a long to do? Yeah, I do, Carol. This is my work every day. And you want to know the thing is, I do not get paid for this. I still have to put the TikTok videos there. I have to manage the karaoke. I have to create other events for Halloween. I have to also manage the other VTuber servers that I manage. Like, this is a 24-hour freaking job. And when I go to sleep, I'm pretty much dreaming about what I have to do next. Oh, Carol, I bet you didn't know that I work this much, huh? It's nearly 9 p.m. If it gets any later, I won't be able to attend. Okay, well, I will do that with you because I wanted to record it so that I can have it for the stream later today. Let me check with Dark Sakura what time it is for them as well. Let me see. Wick, I saw you message me, Wick. Venus videos, okay. Okay, Venus. Where's singer-songwriters? Okay. That's Dark Sakura. Okay. So pop into the VC. It is called Karaoke DJ and Singing. And I will record you in there. So I will have to end this stream though, if I am going to do that, because I can't focus, unfortunately, on both. And this stream is not about karaoke and that type of stuff. This one is specifically for, you know, teaching you guys and such, and working and teaching you guys while I'm working. So yeah, pop up in there, and you know, as soon as I'm done, I will meet you in there. And if you want to just record it and send it to me, that's fine too. If I don't make it over there, definitely record it yourself singing and then send it to me. And then I will put that in the stream for tonight, which I will hopefully be streaming around either 5 or 6, depending on what time we get all of this stuff done. But yeah, definitely hop on in there. And Carol, there was another thing that we were talking about before. What was it? Movie night? Anime night? Like subs? Movie night with subs. Is it gonna be Deadpool? I don't know. I guess I'll let you guys choose. Or it could be whatever else you guys want. That's fine too. That's Discord. And another thing for Discord is we gotta set up the talent show. But yeah, you guys, I don't get paid for any of this. All of this, if this little bit is exhausting you, imagine how I feel. I do way more than this on a daily basis, and I do it for free. Nobody's paying me. Nobody's like giving me extra stuff. If I make subs, which I, you know, other than subathon, I don't usually make subs. But hopefully I will, and you know, hopefully that will change, and I'll get a ton of subs every month, which would be amazing. But I haven't, and so I basically just been doing all of this for free. Not to mention putting clothes up on my booth shop for VRoid avatars, not to mention making streaming assets and streaming overlays, all the things that I do with Discord, all the videos that I make, helping people. I do a ton of different things, and pretty much all of it is for free. Movies or anime so we can interact more. Yeah, what I'm gonna do actually is we're gonna have a sub night, anime and movie. I think that would be great for us to do together, and we'll have it be not muted. We'll all be talking and stuff like that. Because usually when I do have a movie nights, normally I've had it muted, but I think it would be nice for us to have one that's not muted. So I will definitely set that up for us. Yeah, Deadpool? Okay, I will put it there. Okay, so don't go away, you guys. I will show you guys my latest music video. Hopefully you guys will love it as much as I do. And then we'll pop over to the Discord so that we can record the variants showing their various talents. So don't go away. I will be right back. Okay. Hearts, yes, hearts in the chat, Carol. Don't go away, Carol. I'm going to show you the music video that I have worked on. And then we'll pop over to the Discord, yeah? Okay, let me find it. Where did it go? Ah.
Cash life, fast life, gotta get those flashing lights. Life or death matter, you see. It's life, guns blazing, silent truth raising. Victims fall dark in the street. Legs spread open, souls choking. They're thinking up while going down to Hades. But follow me, I'm fine now. Looking for a light, baby, and I just need a beat. Looking for a heartbeat in the dead of the night. Looking out for the light, looking toward the light. A heartbeat in the dead of the night, moving toward your light, looking toward the light. A heartbeat, 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 heartbeat. Heartbeat in the dead of the night, looking out for the light, looking toward the light. Bloodshot eyes dead inside, temporary power high. Need some easy brains to believe. The predation, universal hazing, many victims fall free. Glitter and the fame to hide the shame. Messages and equals winning, you see. But follow me, I'm fine, baby. I got the guide, and hey, we just need a beat. Looking for a heartbeat, 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 heartbeat. Looking for a heartbeat in the dead of the night. Looking out for the light, looking toward the light. A heartbeat in the dead of the night, moving toward your light, looking toward the light. A heartbeat, 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 heartbeat. Heartbeat in the dead of the night, looking out for the light, looking toward the light. If there's no God, then why you dissing? If there's no God, why you scared? And if there's no God, why all your songs be hissing? If there's no God, why you care?